Congrats guys, you officially decided to elope, but now you're probably looking at each other wondering what's next. We're gonna give you a tip that actually might surprise you, but is gonna definitely be super beneficial. I'm Marcus.
I'm Hannah.
And we're an elopement husband-wife photo video team. I am gonna be your photographer and your planning expert.
And I'm gonna be your videographer.
The most important decision that you're gonna make after you decide to elope is who you're gonna hire to be your photographer or photo video team.
That might be a little bit surprising, but we're gonna get into the reasons why.
One caveat before you just jump in to chatting with photographers, videographers for hiring for your elopement is make sure you have a rough idea of the kind of landscape, the kind of environment you wanna be in, maybe the little bit of the experience you want. You know, if you're wanting somebody who's more adventurous into hiking versus more city elopements, maybe somebody who's more of an expert in the mountains versus beaches, waterfalls. Maybe you're looking to go internationally and you want somebody who's comfortable, you know, going over to Europe or going down to South America, Patagonia or something like that. So make sure you have a little bit of an idea of what you do want to do. So that way when you are going to look through different elopement photographers and videographers, you guys can find somebody who is an expert in exactly what you're looking for, because there's lots of different categories and specialties of photo video teams out there. So make sure you got that locked down. Once you have that, then reason number one is why this is the most important decision is because we are going to be your elopement planning experts. So we will be used as a guide for you guys throughout all this, from helping you guys find that dream location. You know, if you guys are set on a certain area, that's awesome. A lot of my couples are actually really open to multiple locations. So as soon as they book in, I'll send over a questionnaire. We'll get a custom guide put together for them with multiple locations depending on what they're looking for. And it really helps tailor that experience to them. You know, there's a lot of places that I've personally been that a lot of my couples don't even know about, that I get to share with them, help guide them towards. It's fun bringing that expertise to their day to really just elevate that experience, give them something they didn't even know was out there. That's something that is essential when it comes to you guys planning your day. It's going to take a lot of stress off you guys. It's going to get you that dream experience you're really looking for. And it's just going to really help elevate everything for you guys. So getting somebody who's an expert in that, especially if, for me, for instance, it's mountains. So if you're looking at mountains, I got you covered and I will help you dream up that amazing day. So find that expert who you can rely on, who you can trust, and will help you with all the planning moving forward.
So when you are looking to hire your elopement photo video team, the biggest thing I would say you want to look for is obviously you want to love their work. Like, first and foremost, make sure that you love their quality of work, their style. So think about how you want to be looking back on your day 5, 10, 15, 20, you know, multiple years down the road, and what those photos and videos will look like at that time. You know, do you want it to be more of a timeless, true to color look, which is what our style is? Do you want it to be more of a maybe grainy, vintagey look to your photos and film, and like Super 8 or something like that? Just think about that and how you want to be reliving your day, because this is not only going to be how your day is captured, but then how you're going to be reliving that years down the line and with future generations potentially. The second thing, aside from style and quality of work that you want to align on with your photo video team, is personality. That is huge. Make sure that you, one, meet with your photo video team when you're doing interviews and you're scheduling calls or inquiring with people. Make sure that you get on a call with them and talk with them over video. That's a huge thing, because you're going to be spending a day, 2 days, maybe even more sometimes, depending on the type of adventure that you're going to have with them. And you could be inviting family, friends to your elopement, things like that. So you want to make sure that you vibe really well with your team and that your personalities mesh well and you get along and you can feel comfortable. The other thing is just making sure that you feel comfortable with them, because they're going to be taking photos and videos of you all day and you're going to be spending 10 plus hours with them, as well as your whole elopement experience is going to be wrapped around your photo video planning team. Because we help with planning, we're involved with the whole process. And a lot of our couples book us more than a year out from their elopement, so that way we can help them get permits and things like that. So, and even before they've even really fully dreamed up what their day could look like. So that means sometimes more than a year out, a year and a half out, things like that. You're going to be, that's a good chunk of time that you're, you know, checking in with your team and having calls, and we're texting each other, things like that. So you want to make sure that this is someone that you trust and that you get along with really well. So that's something that we prioritize for us as well when we're booking clients. We want to make sure that we get along with our potential clients too. So it goes both ways, and it's super important to the experience of your whole day.
Something you guys might not consider initially is availability. So I've surprisingly had a handful of couples reach out to me who've already applied for a permit. You know, they were ahead of the ball, picked their location, got their permit, and then reached out to me to capture their day. But I was already booked. And unfortunately, their day isn't flexible because they already have their permits set up and everything like that. So even though I may have been their number one choice, I wasn't able to capture it because there was no give there. So my advice, if you want to prioritize who you want to photograph your day, who your personality is going to mesh up with, whose photo and video you really like, who has that expertise you're looking for, go and book them first, and then be flexible with their schedule if that's something you are open to as well. If you're not flexible, obviously this tip doesn't matter to you guys, but if you are, which a lot of couples are, do that, and then we can help coordinate dates and get permits for all that kind of stuff after. But this way you're getting exactly who you want at your day, and not just kind of getting the leftover of what's available for what we have. And it just really gives you guys a better experience. We hope this helps you guys as you're moving forward with eloping, and you guys can find that dream elopement photo video team. If you guys are eloping in the mountains, whether it's in the US, whether it's international like New Zealand, Switzerland, Scotland, Patagonia, we travel all over the world. We are experts in the mountains, whether it's backpacking, whether it's backcountry, hiking, helicopter elopements. We have experience with it all, and we got you guys covered, and we will help get that dream photos, dream video too that you guys are looking for. And so feel free to reach out, and we can definitely set up a call and chat more.
There's a link to our inquiry form in the description below. We post videos on this channel every week. Feel free to subscribe and follow along. Thanks for watching.